Hi and welcome to my PlayHouse, and today we are going to be upgrading my awesome Lenovo x3650 Model 5 with some Ninja. Well, we're gonna shake some drives over here. These are the Seagate Backup Plus drives. They are fairly reasonably priced. I paid 835 Danish kroners for this. I'll see if I can translate that into some dollars down there somewhere. I bought these because you can take the drives out of them. I did that in a previous video. I just finished recording that, so you could go back and see that as well if you want to. I'm gonna do the same thing in this video, so you're not gonna, you will have seen it if you're a regular subscriber. You can re-see it if you're new here. So there is this Seagate Barracuda drive in there, and I would like to have this Seagate Barracuda drive out and put it into some Lenovo drive trays here. I got these really cheap in China because this is not the enterprise way of doing stuff. If you do something enterprise, well, you get a drive and it will be Lenovo System X branded here, and it will come with a tray where the right label is on there. That's the enterprise way of doing it. It comes in a box like that ish, and there will be one drive, and they are most likely better drives. They're probably SAS drives. You do also pay quite a bit more for them, but in enterprise environment, that's how you do it. But messing around with it at home, well, I'm gonna go this way. You might want to do something different. It's totally fine with me. I'm not telling you that this is the only way to do it. I'm just showing you, right? So yeah, we're gonna take some drives out and we're gonna put those in drive cages. I purchased 3 of these, and I have to thank my patrons for sponsoring this. So if you're not a patron of mine, please check me out over at Patreon. I post an extra video for my Patreon supporters every week, and that's $3 a month. And I use every penny that comes in on Patreon to buy products to make videos on. Today it's 3 hard drives. They come in this case. We're gonna open up another one just in a second, which is it's one of those transportable hard drives. So let's go closer and see that. Okay, so here we are. This is an empty box because the box is here. There was this really neat little piece of electronic in there to make the SATA connection here and the power connector go from that and over to a USB 3 connector. I think this is pretty awesome. It just goes into this like that, and it takes up next to nothing space. I was very close at doing a very big mistake because I had ordered Western Digital drives, much like this drive, different cage, different brand of course, but Western Digital has actually made some 2.5-inch drives where you can't take off this print, but where they have changed this PCB in the bottom to have this port going out, so you can't do that trick. So if you really want Western Digital, make sure to get some drives that don't do that. And I think Western Digital is doing that to avoid this. So yeah, you might not have much time to do that, but I think we should do another one. So I will put this out of the way, and we can open another box here. I have a knife. There. I have a kitchen knife here. This is the little potato knife, I think we call it. So open up this box. Yeah, I said this is a Western Digital Backup Plus 4 terabyte drive, and it comes in this nice red box. Yeah, sometimes as we're just gonna use the box, this drive might be available in different colors, and sometimes the different colors is actually also different pricing. So make sure that you don't pay extra for the blue box or something stupid like that, because it's the same drive that is inside, and it's just stupid to pay extra for the color of the box that you're not gonna be using. I don't know if you're gonna be using it. I am not gonna be using it. So, but it comes with a USB 3 cable. We might need that someday. So saving that. Taking the box out of the plastic here. These are pretty tough to open. They don't want you in there. So yeah, I'm just gonna cut around it all the way here. There are some glue. It's glued on there. I am not sure if I'm removing anything, but well, I'm just gonna do it that way. There. It doesn't feel like it's doing anything, but it might. I was new to this. I've done this for years, but I didn't know that it had a name. Shaking drives. I'm just gonna take the corners, and I'm the top here is an aluminium lead. We're probably gonna bend that. It's I expect that we're not gonna be able to reuse this box. Would actually be nice for something. It's a good electronic box for some electronic project. This is double. This is actually a pretty expensive kitchen knife. I should have some tools for that. I need the tool kits that Linus over at Linus Tech Tip is always advertising. I need a set like that with the plastic somethings that. Oh, the Fix-It kit. That's the one they always advertise. Oh. Oh, there are some small plastic things. And there's some glue. I do have a credit card thingy here. Yeah, that worked well for the last little bit. So, okay, inside we have this hard drive. I actually did better on this one than I did on the last one. It only got bent a little bit, so this could be reused somewhat. So, yeah, cool. Then the drive comes out. Might be why it's called shaking drives. And these drives have a styrofoam piece of paper over them. I tried last time to peel it from here, but I found that if I just break it on the back here, like that, it's way easier to just bend that up, and you have some paper to pull on, like that. So that's way easier. We have another one of those awesome little circuit boards. We're gonna take off. I think they're cool. And we're gonna take off the last little bit here. Oh, I forgot something. I was meant to go into the computer and test this drive before I took it apart. Because if this drive is totally broken, well, my warranty left long ago. I would be in a lot of problems. So now I will just have to cross my fingers that this one is okay. I'm gonna take the last one apart, but I'm gonna check that first. So I'll be right back when I've unwrapped that. Okay, I'm actually getting good at this. You can kind of see the glue here. They have put glue on the lead here. So probably that scraping around did nothing. So yeah, okay, you don't need to do that. So okay, so I was just making a photo here for Twitter. So yeah, if you have joined me over at Twitter, you will have known weeks in advance that I'm gonna be doing this. So yeah, we're gonna take these drive cages here, or trays, and we're gonna put in these Seagate drives. And if we put them in the right way, there is a big chance that they might actually work. So that's cool. It's gonna be great. And these came with screws, 4 tiny little screws. These trays wasn't expensive at all. I will leave a link in the description so you can see which trays you have to get for the Model 5. The Model 5 is not really a server that is widely used for playing with at home yet, because it's pretty expensive. It might be, you know, like in 3-4 years it might be the thing that everybody is getting, but right now it's pretty expensive. And still, well, you can still buy them from new-ish, although the SR650, oh, that's a talk, are the newest from Lenovo. Okay, that's done. So I'll do the second too, because this is boring. That's done. I have put all 3 drives in drive trays here. I should make a label for those. Yeah, I'll put that on my to-do list. Wonder if somebody forgot to take these bloody things. Oh, I have done something nice. Okay. I was about to say that these bloody things drain the battery, but I have prevented that. So I can do a drive. I can do a label with that later. So cool, but let's put it in the server. I can remember what these are for a little bit at least. So over here, there, we will we'll put those in. We need to take that one out. I hope I have another one of these. I'm gonna be needing one more. So I calculated that instead of, if I was to buy these drives by themselves, they would be about 1,300 and something Danish kroners. Buying them in these cages or USB boxes here, they were about 835 Danish kroners. So I saved about 500 Danish kroners on each of these drives. That's 1,500 Danish kroners. That's about $240-ish. Yeah, that's if I'm way off, I'll add it here. So let's pop these in and get some more space. Storage. See, do you see them? That one is blinking. That one is blinking. Missing this one. Come on. Where are you? There we are. Let's go to the computer and see what that sees. Oh, let's put these in. I'll check if I have one more. Can I just mention that I have a bloody mess right now? All these fillers from the other project. Found them. Normally, in the old days, these servers came with all these fillers put in, except one, because you always needed to put in one drive to have it working. But nowadays you don't have any drives, or you don't need any drives. You can have something inside of it. So usually when you get a new server, they will have all the fillers. Yeah, I had this laying around in my office. So this awesome Lenovo x3650 Model 5 of course has an integrated management module, which I'm accessing through its IP number, which long time ago in a video I put that in. Actually, I think it comes from DHCP, but it's there. So let's log in and we will see if we can configure those drives from in here and get those. Well, it's gonna end up being 8 terabytes. I'm gonna make a RAID 5 on here because I want the storage to be not safe. Let's not call it safe, but let's call it error redundant, so that if one drive fails, I will be able to pull that drive out and put another one in. It's not gonna replace the having a backup of your data, but it's gonna make it easier. You won't need your backup as often. So let's see, we have some local storage over here. If we pop that, we should very hopefully see some drives. We do. We have 2 drives, 300 gigabytes, and we have 3 drives, 4 terabytes. Awesome. Let's see what that looks like. No available event. Okay. Hardware info. This is an ST4000LM024 drive. State JOB. 6 gigabits. It's at 20 degrees Celsius. It's rotating rate 5526. Okay. These are just going to be storage drives. I don't care much how fast they are. They are just going to be storage. Firmware. Okay, cool, no problem. Close. So we have those 3 drives. So we have to figure out where to make an array out of those. And this is the server RAID M5210 RAID controller that is internally in the server. So storage RAID configuration, we can see that we have created a RAID pool or storage pool with those 2 300 gigabyte drives. So my best guess is that when we press this create volume, we'll be able to use those drives for something. It actually says something down here that is important. Let's go see that. If there is not enough drive capacity for creating volumes, you can convert JBOD drives to configured good states. That's a problem that we're gonna run into because those drives were configured as JBODs. So I think we have to go and take that off them first. So let's cancel that and let's go back to the drives. Can we see drive? Oh, we can't do anything here, but where do we tell them that they should not be JOBD to something? View physical drives. Okay, we can select a drive here, one of the new ones. Change drive state. There, nothing. Oh, it's the big fat button right there. Okay, convert JBOD to unconfigured good. We're gonna do that. Oh, we can even select more than. That's too easy. We're just gonna pick all of them. Those 3 drives. Check OK. Blah blah blah. Yes, please. So now that's changing the state of them. Thank you. Close. So now we have these 3 unconfigured good drives. So if we now go back here and create volume, we get this window where we select RAID controller and then we can create new volume on a new storage pool. Yes, that's what we want. Next. And we want a RAID. That's not a lot. Okay, I hope that changes when we select some more drives here. What can we then pick? Still only RAID 0, 1, and that was not what I wanted. I wanted RAID 5. Apparently I haven't put in the right feature codes in here, or rather I don't have any feature codes for this RAID controller. Didn't think of that. Maybe just a bunch of disks would have been the best thing. Right now it's not doing anything with them. I don't have the right license for my RAID controller to do this. So I have to cancel here. And then I will have to make those drives JBODs again. That's a shame. The feature codes, you add those up here. Here, activation key management. I have a code that expires in a few days. That's the integrated management module of the server. That was only a trial, so that actually expires in 6 days. But also here you can add a feature code that will enable RAID 5 and 6 and stuff like that. I might just go and check that. We could just see it. So this is a great resource for Lenovo server. Lenovo Press and the model number. And the first thing here, we get into Lenovo Press, and we can go over here. There are different subjects in this long text, and we need to go down into some internal storage and controllers for internal storage there. So here we get the RAID controllers that goes into this server, the ones that Lenovo thinks that you should be using. There is the M5210 that we are using now. There's an M1215, which is a smaller model. And then there's an N2215, which is an HBA with connections out the back, I believe. I think I remember that. Oh no, there are SAS adapters for external storage over here. So all of these are for internal storage. And that one is just an HBA. So sorry, my bad. But there is the feature codes, and I could go and get a feature code like that one, feature on demand code, and buy one of those. Yeah, and I could buy one of those. I could also get that caching enabling thing. Okay, so we have a storage pool 1 here that I've created. Because this is a RAID controller, it don't forward the drives to the operating system just without anything. So I have to make a RAID 0 on them to forward them to the operating system. So we're gonna be creating 2 more. Is that out of view? Oh, we can move it over there. Okay. So we have to pick the RAID controller. There could be multiple RAID controllers in a server like that. And we have to create a new next, and then we take the next drive 3 here, and we add that to member. We select that, next, and create a volume on that, and we're gonna call that 2. Pick that. I can add and remove that volume. I can continue, summary, finish, and it's gonna be creating that, and it's gonna be popping up right over here. There, 1 more done. And now it's 1, 2. So we're just gonna do the last one. Come on, next. Next. 3. Next. Finish. And it's gonna make the last one for us. So here we are. We have the RAID 1 with the 2 300GB SAS drives that are out there. And we have 3 individual RAID 0s with the new drives. I'm not sure if just a bunch of disks would have been able to go through here. I doubt it somehow. But let's go see if Proxmox will see that. So up here I have a tab with my Proxmox, and I need to find where it would hide those. Okay, straight out of nowhere they just popped up. So that's nice. It's Avenger IBM. Okay. So I believe that with those 3, I could probably create something. Can I create a ZFS with those? We could see if it sees it. It sees the drives down here, so that might actually be possible. So what could we call this? We could call it, okay, we're gonna call it Big Storm. RAID single disk. We need one of these, RAID set. RAID set is the one with 1 disk protection, so we need that one. Thank you. Compression on this 12, I have no idea. So we're gonna select those 3 drives there. Create. Task, ZFS Big Store. Create. Done. Oh, it sees. That's not what I wanted, was it? It sees too much data. Oh, maybe it's... I was expecting 7 something, so this is too much data. Okay, found a text here. That RAID 5 or RAID set. Yeah, it's like RAID 5. You can lose a drive. That's what I want, but I was a bit unsure if it was actually... I don't like that they show me the total amount of space up here. That makes me, oh, did I do something wrong there? But probably it's okay. So now we have that. We haven't used it for anything, obviously, but we made a ZFS store here. Summary, enable ZFS. There. Oh, it says over here what's available. Okay, thank you very much. There's 7.02 terabytes available. It's not the best way of doing this, but well, it's what we will do right now. Okay, so we did get something up and running. I would have liked a RAID controller that could have made a RAID 5 for me in there, or a RAID controller like, well, this is the Hewlett Packard one. In that one you can choose if the RAID controller is a RAID controller or if it's just an HBA. We did have this one in there, but that was to control the storage box down here, which I also have to get back to. But yeah, this time we put in local storage into the server, so now it has 7 point something usable terabytes there. Actually 8 terabytes, but you know, the numbers look smaller. So these drives was again sponsored by my Patreon, so if you wouldn't mind checking me out on Patreon, I post a video every weekend of what I've been up to on Patreon. Special video that is only available there. So thank you very much for watching my videos. Do subscribe to my channel so that you can see me again, and maybe we'll do some other weird ninja hack next time. Have a nice day. Bye bye.